is underway from the Pan American Center. Peterson lobs it for Fantagasama. Turns the corner on Asinde, and Asinde.
You have to depend on your other players. You just can't try and force the ball to the person who is the one being played.
As we take a look at their foul trouble, Asinde 3, Wilson 3. Wilson's had 3 for a while. Asinde on the catch, defended by the 5'5" Sanchez Oliver. Maneuvers, finds an angle, and scores. Makes it difficult, too, with the 6'2" Asinde at the head of the zone.
No.
Skip pass, deflected. Jones slipped. Asinde picks it up in the corner. This zone is causing some trouble. Really good length out front for UTEP. Sanchez Oliver. 3 defenders around her. Stolen by Asinde. Tensaye trying to turn the corner on Sanchez Oliver. Deep 2 for Wilson. Clanked it. Asinde physical with Adams. Lays it in, +1.
Let's see what happens on this weak side. Ine doesn't keep Asinde that far off the board.
Jack stayed in their traditional man-to-man under Coach Rick Petrie. The Miners go inside to Asinde right off the bat, and she kind of finesses it up off the glass. Inside to Asinde, working against Barnes, goes up strong and banks it in. She's a really good player.
She is.
Sometimes the offensive players expecting more out of the defender than they get, almost like pulling the chair out from under them. And here Asinde scores again and draws the foul.
And you see that was the play before.
So here's Zita. Under a minute to play, first period. They lob it into Asinde. She goes up and she scores. Asinde now with 10 points in the game. Asinde puts it on the floor, pulls up, tried to lob it down to Sal, got it back and scores it and draws a foul, I think. See the replay.
They're gonna
see if we can see the red light here.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
Zita gets it into Asinde. She drives baseline, spins, goes up, and scores another foul. And so Asinde with the bucket.
That's going to give her 14 points. Yeah, she probably fouled her about 3 times.
Zita kicks to Asinde. And, you know, she kind of made that shot a lot harder than it had to be. She muscles this one up with the left hand.
Yeah, the tougher shot she makes.
Here comes UTEP.
Asinde's presence is just too much on that play.
Here she drives by Barclay and floats it in. That's the 13th turnover. Asinde lays it in. Oh, misses it. Got it back. And we'll get this one to fall. Listen. Zita. Here's Asinde. Lobbing it inside to Petrie. She goes up and banks it in.
Petrie's pretty good.
She'll get it to Vedrova. Petrie inside to Asinde, who goes up and she scores for the Miners. Petrie trying to get it to, they're trying to get inside to Asinde. Stanton, there she goes. Asinde takes the shot and she drains it for the Miners. That's 2 buckets in a row.
They might be shooting only 33% from the three-point line, but they've made 3 three-pointers in compared to the Miners' 1.
Now Sal gets another bucket. That's 6 points. And now Zita picks up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Finally does it to Asinde. And Asinde pushes her away and she scores. Jane Asinde. Now Asinde will take a 3 for the Miners. No good. She right away knew and she got her own rebound. Another 3-pointer taken. This time it is made for the Miners. Tensaye to Asinde. Sal wants it down inside. She'll take the shot instead. Asinde, now Jane Asinde has got 8 points in this game. It was touched, no backcourt. Tensaye passes to Asinde, goes up and 1 for the Miners. Jane Asinde in double figures. As we take a look at the replay there, tremendous pass there, drive, the foul on Kemp. And Asinde tries to make this a 3-point play.
As you said, 6-2 run.
Shantae Smith with 8 points already for the Bearcats. Down inside to Asinde. and she will easily score. That is a tremendous pass. Now they're trying to get inside to Asinde, guarded by Jefferson. Vedrova with a nice shot there in the third quarter. That's why they have the lead. Down the side to Asinde. Asinde makes a nice move, and she scores for the Miners.
Oh, it's a great move that time to get by Asinde. Just could not finish.
90% of the time, Meade's going to hit that. Zita, top of the key, Asinde. Asinde for three. Already 2 threes in the first quarter and 2 the entire night, Thursday night. So maybe things are de-icing. Here's a three, Asinde. That's her second.
That's her second three.
Now they work it to Petrie. Asinde, left of the lane,
Good
give,
pass.
go, nice off the glass. Zita with her 4th point. Asinde had that rebound, another one for her. She's at 10 rebounds. Inside off the glass, Erin Wilson now. 4 points in this quarter. Asinde. They get it to her, cutting on the left side. Baseline, or excuse me, free line jumper by Vedrova.
Vedrova from the freshman from Czechoslovakia. Just little pull-up jumpers.
Wilson will inbounds. Asinde will touch the ball. Has an opening. Got the roll.
Tough shot.
Vedrova got a hand on it. Asinde the other way. She sees a seam, lays it up and in.
Man, that's what makes her so good. She's a good athlete and got right to the rim.
14 for Hayes. Asinde. Can she do it all or what?
She is a one heck of a player.
And you talked about if UTEP's going to have to get somebody up there. Erin Wilson tries to answer, and she does not. Asinde with the rebound goes up, and she will score for the Miners. And she knew as soon as she shot that, she was not going to make it. But down inside, and there's going to be a block by Asinde. Louisiana Tech has made their last 3 field goals in a row. Now Brandon will drive on Asinde, and Asinde with a big block. Mari Petrie's had a good second quarter for UTEP. Gets it to Asinde from the free throw line. And off the bank. Jane Asinde over for the Miners. Down inside, Erin Wilson swings the ball. Asinde thought about a 3. They get it down inside to Asinde, who's quickly triple teamed as you saw it, but she still finds a way to score for the Miners.
She went out of that game and didn't think she would come back, but came back in the overtime when they got short on numbers and was the key factor in the win. And her pass inside, Sisako's pass intercepted. Between that game against New Mexico State and here this afternoon with that early bucket, she is 4 for her last 4. Driving to the basket is Dixon, and she got blocked at the basket. And get it out of traffic and up into front court to Asinde. Asinde through the paint, up and under with the right hand, and will get it to go. Attacks the basket, up and under. Here comes Kemp. Leaves it back for Dixon. To the basket. Ooh, swatted away by Asinde. Holy cow.
It's a new career high for her, 3 points.
4 or 6 from long range here in the half for Henry. Try to go down low for Vedrova. She muscles it up and in. The runner from 10 won't go. Rebound to the Miners. And coming away with the basketball is Erin Wilson. Wilson shoots a pass for Asinde for the and one. Good look on the pass, and Sydney Kemp couldn't get over in time. So Asinde. So here's Henry and her entry pass taken away. Asinde to the basket. The floater is too strong. She gets her own rebound and the putback. Zita double teamed out high. Finds Asinde. Cross-court pass for Petrie. The 3 is on the way and good. Second 3 of the game for Marie Petrie. A cavern to try and get out of. Asinde down low with a finish.
Asinde is able to contort her body to be able to move around defenders.
The road checks out for the Bearcats. And Sisako comes in. Asinde with a drive and the left-hand finish. Down for Vedrova. Double team down low. She'll kick it outside. They try to find Wilson on the other side, and she'll get it and finish. Been a one-lady show. Asinde for Vedrova from the free throw line. It's good. Vedrova becomes the fourth. Asinde better look out. Wilson may get the rebounding lead for her. Asinde to the basket for the and one. Jane Asinde now with 19 points in the game.
Looking player. Jane Asinde is.
They call it on Sasako? Yeah, it was her first. She had the guard for most of it.
She's one of those players that Brookstore would like the ball in her hands down late. We know that Bates likes to shoot from the outside. Lee can be physical, and Nativi's really good at the assist. She doesn't look to score a ton, but can dish, as you see somebody who knows how to score. Asinde.
Down into the corner. Go right back to Asinde. Jump stop in the lane, and that's an aggressive take. UTEP was really the more efficient team, but it's instead the Lady Techsters. Back to Asinde. She can pull up from their mid-range, doesn't necessarily want to. Instead, she'll drive to the paint and floats it in. She was amongst the trees down low. Catch and shoot again. Titsaye was calling for it all the way through. Misses the three. Offensive rebound in favor of Asinde. First point of the night. She misses the second one, and she sticks with just the one. Asinde missed it off of the initial offensive board. 5 of 12 for La Tech, 4 of 8 for the UTEP Miners. Titsaye, why not? Do it again. Not going to happen. But an offensive board, and that will turn into 2.
I would say Louisiana Tech was doing a pretty good job. I think what UTEP did is they're riding that hot-hitting shooting from Titsaye with her three-pointers.
She does have a pump fake. This one from just inside the line.
That somebody was waiting there, and Asinde was just sitting there knowing the contact was coming.
It'll actually be Brandon's third foul. She becomes the fourth Lady Techster with at least 3, and an and one on the opposite end. An and one for Asinde as the Tides continue to turn in favor of UTEP.
So now you're going to bring Thompson. They were on pace to be well above their season average. Had very few turnovers here in the third quarter and the first 5.5 minutes of the fourth.
This one from just inside the line.
Erin Wilson gets it to Jane Asinde, makes a move, goes up and she scores. And we're gonna have a timeout called by Rick Petrie. See if they try to get it to Asinde down low. They give it to her high post, swings it, Stanton for 3, and she drains it. The Gamecocks. Jane Asinde spins, takes the shot, and it goes in. Shot's just not going in. That's plain and simple. Driving is Jane Asinde. She scores. 8 points for Jane Asinde. Janae Thompson in the game for the Miners. Jane Asinde drives for the layup, and she scores it. Erin Wilson to take the shot for the Miners. No good. Here comes a steal by Asinde. Down low to Erin Wilson, goes up and gets fouled. Harris to Eisen, all alone for 3 and taking it. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be blocked by Asinde. Samaya steal. Here comes Eisen. And Eisen has the pass stolen by Jane Asinde. She'll take it. The shot is blocked by Petrie. 3-pointer by Barnes. No. Eisen with the rebound. Check that. That is McDaniel. And there's another steal by the Miners, Benji. Eisen thought about it. She'll drive. Pass is going to be intercepted by Asinde. Ball's knocked loose, but that's going to be a foul on the reach in there.
The off-ball movement for the Panthers the last minute and a half has been really good. How about some on-ball movement? Can't stop that from Jane Asinde. 5th turnover for UTEP, up against just 1 for the Panthers. Definitely the early storyline in this first quarter. Well, make it 2. Asinde out in front. You ain't stopping it. This is where they lean on Asinde. Asinde got Kone in the air.
She had 10 points, and UTEP as a team had 12. So that's the kind of second quarter that it went for the Miners. That's also how you break down a zone, is just make shots.
Shoot right over the top of it, especially from 3. It'll do the job. Asinde answering potentially 3 of her own.
Move a little pass fake, pump fake, step through and finish. You were just saying about the Panthers, but that's what it looks like. And then the answer by Asinde, she can also stop and pop from the three-point line. Kez, and then Asinde says, you can do that. Yeah, I got that game too, not just always off the dribble.
4 threes right out of the gate to begin her Panther career. Asinde, not to be left behind.
Lauren Stewart is a freshman for FIU, and Asinde knew that she had the quickness to beat her off the...
To have FIU closing in on win number 20. Asinde rising up.
Well, the Miners came out of halftime hot.
Trice blocked by Asinde.
Time Tay Hayes has the ball in her hand, she can break you down, create for herself or create for a teammate. And geez, everyone has been participating for the Panthers. It's been so fun to watch on offense.
Nice kick. Finding Asinde, who finishes. Asinde doing all she can.
1 quarter away from a 20-win season, Corey, which is remarkable for any program. But Coach Brooks Wiley, it was the first time this week that the team started talking about it when they were 1 win away. And FIU's thrown a lot of different players at her, trying to guard her one-on-one, but up against Lauren Stewart, that is tough, and you just called it.
Who's having a great start to the tournament. Petrova kicks out for Asinde. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Petrie's 3 goes in. That's a huge basket.
They've done a great job on her, forced her into some foul trouble. Asinde, it looks good, and it's in.
A 3 there for Jana Asinde. Misses the 3. Wheeler up ahead, was looking for Scott.
There's the athlete. The second half has been a lot more MTSU basketball, but that's, Noah, why I think she is going to be a pro, is because she can do things like that. She can step out. That was well beyond the three-point line, by the way. It's not hard. It's something that you have to will yourself to do. It's the one thing you can control. You can't control whether or not you make shots, but you can control effort on defense, knowing assignments.
Sam Houston looking inside, now picked off. Here comes Asinde. That's the impact. UTEP back within 2. Delmazita had 2 points in that early first quarter. Asinde double teamed inside. Extra pass inside, and she'll kiss it off the backboard.
So now that neutralizes those bigs, but there's the pass. Help does not come drop over. Still a lot of basketball to be played, and they already have 7.
Came in averaging just 5 per game on the season. Asinde, that's too easy.
Well, and that was a much better job by Asinde.
These 2 teams trading baskets here. Always loves, he's increased my appreciation of the band.
Oh, the drums, that's incredible.
Here's Asinde inside. Both teams getting into the paint out of the timeout.
So the ball goes into that mid-post spot. Turn and face. 1 dribble into the paint.
Then Houston trying to enter it into the high post. Instead, Dixon left wide open, but that one went off the backboard. Up ahead, Asinde. Extra pass, Petrova with a left-handed layup. Into Asinde. Overpowers the guard, got to the hoop and finish.
I thought that was going to be a charge. We'll have to ask her that.
Here's Petrie inside. Petrova with an offensive rebound. Asinde corrals, goes back up with it, and banks it home. Jefferson. Here's Smith. Still scoreless in this game after the block. This UTEP team has struggled mightily on the road this year. They came into this game just 1-11 in the Central and Eastern time zone. They're set to pick up a win as we see Asinde roll up to 18 on the game.
Incredible night, 5 threes for her. She was perfect from the free throw line.
Down low, Petrova adds to her career high total.